everyone, it's Kyle and Blitzen, and I have so much to update you guys on. I'm really hoping this isn't a long video, but I wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers for joining me, especially at this part of my journey. It is so exciting. I'm about to welcome my son into the world, so I appreciate you following my journey and just joining me now. And also, I just wanted to say welcome. Blitzen's here with me because he has stomach issues and the other dogs don't, so they can still have treats but he can't, and I just feel terrible like having him watch the other dogs. So they're downstairs and he's just gonna hang out with me. So okay. Ouch. I have so much to tell you guys. So I have no idea where I've last left off as far as updates go, but I am 36 weeks and 6 days pregnant. I'll be 37 weeks tomorrow, and I feel 37 weeks pregnant. I definitely am over this part of pregnancy. It's harder than I could have ever imagined. I'm having a lot of medical issues, and today is actually my very first day of official maternity leave. They wrote me out medically because of my blood pressure. You're scratching me. My blood pressure is up, my platelets are low, I'm just having, what else has been going on? I'm having a ton of contractions, which they're Braxton Hicks contractions, they're not really doing anything. I have ocular migraines. I really feel like that's stemming from because my blood pressure is high, but I don't think that the doctors think it's related, but I definitely do. I was at triage on Tuesday of this past week because when I went to see my specialist, I told him, look, I don't think my OBs are taking me seriously when I tell them that my blood pressure is high. When you take my blood pressure and you get a number back like 120/80, of course you would think that's a decent, fine number. But for me, my blood pressure has consistently been like 90/60 my entire life. So 120/80 for me is high, and then on top of that, it's been in the 130s and actually even into the 140s. So that's extremely high for me, and I feel like that's why I was having ocular migraines. And for me, the ocular migraines stem from, or like what happens when I have one of those is that I see squiggly lines for about 20 to 30 minutes at a time. I don't have any pain with them, but it's kind of like when you get your picture taken with a flash and you can still see the remnants of the flash afterwards. It's like that, but there's squiggly lines that I see. So that's really annoying, and it was interfering with work. And I just have so many appointments to go to at this point that it's like causing me anxiety to call off work all the time, and it was too much. So the doctor saw that, the anxiety is not helping with the blood pressure, and he wrote me out. So I am thankful for that. But he said, this is not the time for you to go home and do laundry and clean and all that, or cook. He said, this is your time to go home and get your feet up because my swelling is really bad, and just try to take it easy before the baby comes. Of course, my first day on maternity leave, I went a bit crazy with, this whole time I never got that nesting bug. Like, everyone's like, organized and everything by now. My sister is 27 weeks pregnant, and her whole nursery is just so organized, and everything's folded and in its place, and mine just is not like that, and I never got that itch to do anything like that. And of course I get it today, and I've just been going up and down the steps like crazy, carrying baskets of laundry. And I know I'm supposed to be taking it easy, but at the same time I feel like I had this burst of energy for a reason. This is the time that I got my little nesting bug, and I'm just going to roll with it. So I am trying to slow down a bit now, making this video. Blitzen's going to fall asleep. He's so cute. I can't believe that could be days, could be weeks, that this little puppy will be replaced with a baby in my arms.
But I won't stop loving you, ever. I just might not hold you as often, okay?
You're gonna love this dog. What else has been going on? Okay, so at triage, I was on the monitors for about 6 hours, tons of contractions, blood pressure was elevated, and they had a neurologist, was going to say a neuro consult because that's what it was. I had a neurologist there to just rule out that I didn't have a mini stroke because I am at risk for TIAs just because of my factor V, and thank God it wasn't that. I'm just having ocular migraines probably because my blood pressure is up, and they had me do a 24-hour urine catch, which is so annoying. Out of everything I've had to do for this pregnancy, that is the one thing I despise the most. They give you a bowl to pee in and a big orange jug, and you pee in the bowl, then you dump your pee into the jug, and then the jug has to be refrigerated for 24 hours, and then you take it to a lab. It is, when you pee literally like 100,000 times a day, like, you have no idea how annoying that was. They did a baseline one, which I already handed in. It came back completely normal. There's no protein in it, so I guess that was like trying to like rule out preeclampsia or anything like that. But because it's just like my baseline, I have to do it again. I have to do it again in 2 days, so that blows. I will be very relieved once Landry's here, and just watching other people's birth stories and labor and delivery stories, the way that you feel after birth, I am just so looking forward to it, because at this point I'm so uncomfortable. I'm still very grateful that I'm pregnant. I mean, I would never trade this for the world, but my body just is giving out on me and I can feel it. So I will definitely be looking forward to the time when Landry finally comes. Currently I am 2 centimeters dilated. That was as of yesterday. 2 centimeters dilated and 90% effaced. So my body is making progress. In terms of getting him out, it's doing something, so that's good, and I'm grateful for that. But I definitely think he'll be a March baby. I hope that he's a March baby. I really don't think my body can go until April. But with that being said, if he's not here by the week of my due date, which is April 5th, I will most likely schedule induction for that week, just because I'm on maternity leave now and not by choice. So I wanted to work up to at least 38 weeks, which would put me at next Friday. But since I'm not, they're taking my time away from me being with Landry now. So if Landry doesn't come for another 3 weeks, that's 3 weeks I don't get to spend time with him. So that's upsetting to me, and for that reason alone, I would induce just so I have that time. There are risk factors when you're talking about induction, but when you're 39 weeks pregnant, he would be absolutely fine to come at that point. They wouldn't expect NICU time or any of that. So hopefully he comes on his own and we don't even have to talk about that. I wanted to also discuss my platelets really quick. As of 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, my platelets were at 101,000. They actually had dropped down to 98,000 and went back up to 101,000. So they're just kind of lingering around that 100,000 mark, which to me is very frightening, because depending on your anesthesiologist, the day that you deliver, they decide if they will give you the epidural or not. I want the epidural. There was no way, even like before, when I was still TTCing, whenever I thought about having a baby, epidural was definitely in my birth plan. I'm not the kind of person that wanted to do an all-natural birth, especially with a baby this size. I didn't get to tell you guys that, but he's measuring 7 pounds 9 ounces. And that was at like 30, that was at the very beginning of 36 weeks. So I can't imagine if he would put on another 4 pounds. I would literally fall over. Like, my body cannot handle a baby that big. So I think that's it. Yeah, I am worried about not being able to get the epidural, but they said there's other types of pain management. I don't want narcotics. If worse comes to worse, I will opt for the C-section. I guess that's their absolute last resort, but at this point, it's like, my blood pressure is up, my platelets are low, like, let's just get this baby out. He's healthy, I'm healthy, like, let's do it now while, you know, things aren't progressing downwards. So we'll see what happens, but for right now, I feel good. I feel exhausted, but I feel okay. And I guess I will update you guys as often as I can from here on out, just to let you guys know how I'm doing, if I'm progressing in labor, and what the plans are. So I want to say bye. Thank you again for all my new subscribers and the subscribers that have been with me since day one. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys soon. Say bye, Bear. Oh, he's such a cuddle bug. I love you. Okay, bye.